So many people think that Uber and Lyft give a damn about you. And I'm sorry, they don't care. They don't care at all. But why should they? When you guys used to work for your W-2 jobs, or maybe you still do, does your employers care about you? No. This is why before you accept a job, they want to make sure that you accept the schedule that they're telling you that you got to work. This is why they put you through that whole interview process. This is why they give you a 30-minute assessment to make sure that you're willing to go through all of this and you're completely committed. This is why when you get there, they tell you your break time, and they tell you that if you go over or anything like that, you get docked in your pay. But with Uber and Lyft, we're not employees. As Vinny said, if you caught the Rideshare Garage last night, we do that every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, that's the Rideshare Garage. Every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you caught that last night, Vinny said, we are contractors. So that means if we're contractors, then we're not employees of Uber and Lyft. So if your own employer at whatever job you were at, I used to work a couple too, at whatever job you're thinking about, listen, they don't care about you. Yeah, it would be nice if they raised your pay. They gave you a bonus. They raised your pay because of inflation. But I mean, just be realistic. I mean, write in the comments right now. How many of y'all, if you still have your W-2, or if you don't, if you left your job, how many of y'all, at least in the last year, got a pay raise? Now, we know the price of everything is going up. We know that the price of eggs done went up, the price of milk done went up. Everything has gotten more expensive. We all know that. That's a given. Everybody here we can all agree, right? The class can all agree that everything has gotten more expensive. So I'm just asking you guys that still work in a corporate environment, that still have a W-2, that still have all of these benefits. Have any one of y'all got a pay increase because of inflation? I mean, but that would be the nice thing to happen, right? Have any one of y'all got a pay increase, because times are hard? Have any one of y'all got a pay increase because, it's hard paying your bills? I mean, I'm just asking. Don't beat me up. I'm just asking a realistic question. So if your W-2, the one that everybody quote unquote loves, everybody is backed behind, everybody gets on me because I drive my car and I have what do they say all the time? I have to worry about depreciation, I have to worry about maintenance, I have to worry about taxes. Yeah, I don't know. I try to keep track of all of them. It's a couple more that they throw in there. But you guys at the W-2, you guys that have a job, a regular job, you paid salary, you have all of the benefits. If you guys aren't getting a pay increase, and I mean, it's just my assumption. Y'all let me know in the comments. If you guys aren't getting a pay increase, even though everything around us has gotten more expensive. Everything has gotten more expensive. The economy sucks right now. Inflation is on the rise. If you guys haven't gotten a pay increase, and some of you guys have been at your places for years. Some of you guys have been at your places for almost decades. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of you guys have been there. You guys are like troopers, are loyal. You almost can walk around with the shirt. You guys were incorporated in a family environment, If y'all haven't gotten a pay increase, then why can't I expect Uber and Lyft to give us a pay increase? Even though it's the right thing to do, even though it's the nice thing to do, even though they should, why can I expect Uber and Lyft to do the same thing? When a good majority of y'all apparently don't really work that hard. I mean, I put in 40 hours, but a lot of y'all don't. A lot of y'all barely put in 20 hours. And if they were, what would be the requirements for them to give out this pay increase? I'm just asking. Y'all know I like to critical think, and I like to ask the realistic questions, because so many people last year were so gung-ho on protesting against Uber and Lyft. So many people were gung-ho on telling Uber and Lyft off. Now this year, so many people, included, and I'm a part of this group, don't get me wrong, so many people are gung-ho on pivoting from Uber and Lyft because all of the offers suck and this, that, and the third. So I want to ask, again, like I said, I'm a part of the group, so I'm not saying that I'm without fault. I'm just asking a realistic question. How many of you guys? So now today we're saying that Uber and Lyft should raise our pay with the economy because we got so many expenses. Rightfully so. As contractors, we have more expenses than a regular employee relationship. Rightfully so. We're using our own personal cars. We're incurring all of the expenses. So even though with the W-2 relationship, you're just coming there and you're using their resources and they're paying you, with us as a contractor, we're using our resources and they're paying us. So I get the difference. Don't beat me up in the comments, but if in a W-2 relationship where they have more reason to be loyal to you, more reason to actually give you that raise, if they're not giving you a raise in a W-2 relationship, why would they give it to us on a contractor relationship? We are contractors. That's simple, plain and simple. It means if you ever pay attention, this is why we have a way bill. If you ever look at your way bill, it says legitimately, this is the contract. This is why when you go to the port, in my case, it's only really been the port, but when you go to the port, the airport, you go to official places, they ask to see your way bill because they want to see, are you contracted right now to be doing the ride that you're doing? Are you in contract with that passenger? Because if not, there's no reason for you to come on our property. Because if you're in contract, then obviously they're getting paid. That's the way it works. If you don't know, the airport, through rules and regulations, they want to make sure that they're getting paid. So if you're not in contract, then they're not getting paid. So there's no reason for you to come on their property and bring in that customer. Now, if you want to buy a ticket, yada, 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 then that's a completely different thing. But, remember, we're contractors. We are just contracted to take this passenger from point A to point B. That's it. There's nothing else in the contract that says, hey, you're supposed to wait on them. You got to wait on them for 5 minutes. Hey, you can, hey, look, go take this passenger, make sure that you give her a feet rub. You have to get out and get her bags. Hey, make sure that the car is super cold. Hey, when she says it, make sure you shut up and drive. There's nothing else in our contract that says that. That is a part of customer service as a contractor. So when your plumber comes to your house to fix your plumbing equipment, he could be a complete dick about it, or he could be customer service, customer friendly. When your HVAC technician, when your AC guy comes over, he could cuss you out, or he could be very professional. And that's what it comes down to. But ultimately, remember, we're on their platform. So whether you're professional or not, we may never get that specific passenger again. So I don't care. That is not my passenger. That's Uber's passenger, because they market it for me. So because they market it for me and they gave me that passenger, in that interaction, I have the ability to either to let that customer know, hey, listen, I obviously I drive for Uber, yada, yada, yada. That can become my passenger. But if that's not the case, I am only contracted from point A to point B. That's it. So, yeah. So, yeah, man, listen, this is all coming off the Rideshare Garage last night. So if you didn't catch it, come on, man. I don't know what you're doing. We had a lively conversation. We definitely had a lively conversation. So, yeah, man, you know, and this is just a realistic question. All I'm asking is, why should Uber and Lyft give us a pay raise? Let me know in the comments if you believe that Uber and Lyft should give us a pay raise. Tell me why. Because for me, I don't see it happening. I mean, yeah, a couple years ago, they gave us $1 extra on every offer for gas. They haven't done that in a while. When the EVs first came out, when the Teslas first came out, they gave us $1 extra on top of the ride. So if you were like me, obviously driving a Tesla, then you got what, $2 on every offer? That ain't bad, right? And I'm gonna keep saying it wasn't bad. Offers were good. We made money. I mean, there were still problems, but it was money made. So, you know, again, that ain't happening right now, though. Damn sure not happening right now, because they don't have to. They're a business. They're in a business, and the only way that they're gonna do stuff like that is if they have to. So if you guys think that they should and all of that, tell me why. Because when I look at the fact that everybody and their grandma has an Uber sign, I don't see the reason. Maybe I'm just naive. Hey, but with that being said, man, look, don't beat me up in the comments. Just asking a very general question. I hope you guys are making money today. But yeah, with that being said, I done rambled long enough. I'm out of here. Deuces.